What's up, my soldiers? WildBlueYonder. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about getting your education in the Air Force. Now, a lot of people join the Air Force or just the military in general just to get their education, and actually the Air Force pushes people to get their education a lot. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about the MGI bill, the post 9/11 bill, tuition assistance, CLEPS, and the SOAR award program. The first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is the MGI bill. The MGI bill can be used for certificate programs, flight training, apprentices, on-the-job training, corresponding courses. Your MGI bill provides you with 36 months of education tuition. Now you might be thinking 36 months is only 3 years. What if I want to go to a 4-year college? Well, you only go to school from August to May, so that's 9 months a year. 9 times 4 is 36, so you're technically being paid for 4 years of college. How much is the MGI bill worth? Well, they match up the MGI bill each year on October 1st to whatever the national undergraduate tuition rate is. Now, to sign up for the MGI bill, once you go to BMT, they're going to sit down with you and they're going to ask you, do you want to join or do you not? And if you pick no, then you're not going to ever be able to sign up again. So I suggest you sign up just to make sure. If you say yes, then they're going to take $100 out of your paycheck each month for a year. Once you put in $1,200 into the system, that's when you can start drawing out for your MGI bill. Next is the post 9/11 GI Bill, which is a little different from the Montgomery GI Bill. Keep in mind that you can only pick one or the other, the 9/11 or the Montgomery, so you have to choose. You got to figure out what is best for you, what type of career are you trying to build. Now, a lot of people are asking me, like, when can I actually start taking college courses? Can I start when I get to tech school? Can I start when I get to my base? When can I start? The simple answer is once you get to your first duty base and you finish your 5-level CDC, that's when you can typically start taking college classes. Now, onto the post 9/11 bill. The post 9/11 bill is an education assistance program that can be used for undergraduate and graduate programs, vocational training, tutorial assistance, books, supplies, and monthly housing. Now, your tuition for your 9/11 bill is based off of the most expensive public college in your state. So say you're from Maryland, the most expensive public college in Maryland will be the set rate. So it's not really the average, it's the most expensive. Also notice that I said public, so that doesn't mean Yale, that doesn't mean Harvard, that doesn't mean those Ivy League schools. It only means like the public schools. So for a good reference, just look up your state college and you can use that for a base reference. The amount of time that you spend in active duty will actually determine how much of your percentage that you can take from your 9/11 GI Bill. If you've been active duty for 90 days or more, you can only take out 40%. If you've been active for 6 months, it's 50%. If you've been active for 12 months, it's 60%. 18, 70%, 24 months, 80%, 30 months, 90%. Once you reach 36 months, that's when you can actually take out 100% of your 9/11 GI Bill. Otherwise, you only get a fraction of it. Again, keep in mind that you cannot have both. You have to pick one or the other. Now, if you're kind of like in the middle, or if I kind of pushed out a lot of information at you and you want some defining factors, then I can give you guys some facts here. I'm going to break down the differences between the MGI bill and the 9/11 bill. For the 9/11 side, you can actually use it for a 4-year program and it'll match the highest expensive public school in your state. Keep in mind that your tuition is only covered for your in-state tuition, so it's only the state that you're from and for in-state tuition. Also, the 9/11 bill has the Yellow Ribbon program. The Yellow Ribbon program is basically, say you have a really expensive public school in your state, but you want to go there. The Yellow Ribbon program will try to match like 50% of it, and then Veterans Affairs will try to match the other half, so that way you can actually go there. The only people who can use the Yellow Ribbon program are people who have been in for 36 months and qualify for the 100%. Both are covered for 36 months and both are transferable to your kids and to your spouse. Expiration wise, the MGI bill expires 10 years after you retire and the 9/11 bill expires 15 years after you retire. Living expenses wise, now the 9/11 bill will pay for some things and the MGI bill will not. For the 9/11 bill, it is available and you'll be paid equally to the basic allowance for housing for an E5 with dependents. So that might be Spanish for some people. Basic allowance is basically like the money the Air Force pays you for a house or something, so you get paid that much money as if you were a staff sergeant living in that area with kids. So you get a pretty good amount of money. In reference to books, the MGI bill will not pay you any money for your books. The 9/11 bill will pay you up to $1,000 a year for books and study materials. Tutor assistance, say you go to school and you need some tutoring. The MGI bill will cover $100 per month up to $1,200 a year, and you must attend school at least half time. For the 9/11 bill, you'll be paid up to $100 a month, not to exceed a total of $1,200 a year. So I guess that means you can only use $100 every month. Transferability, which means can you transfer this to your spouse or to your kids. For your MGI bill, you can transfer this to your spouse or children if you have served 6 years and you promised to serve another 4. For your 9/11 bill, yes, you can transfer it to your spouse or to your kids, but you have to have served after August 1st, 2009, and you also have to have served 6 years and promised to serve another 4. Make sure you guys choose wisely, look at all the options, make sure you do your research before you choose. When I went to BMT, it kind of sucked. Like, they didn't talk about all this stuff that I've been researching for like a couple hours. They just went in front of the classroom, they passed out a couple pieces of paper, and they were just like, hey, you guys need to decide what you want to do like right now. You have like 5 minutes. We're gonna talk about the options for like 2 minutes. You guys have to decide, hurry up. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go with the MGI bill because that's what I've been hearing all this time. But now I'm starting to look into it, and it looks like the 9/11 bill is actually a better option. So you guys look into it, find out what you want to do. Tuition assistance. Tuition assistance is used for, guess what? Tuition and like your books and stuff. Tuition assistance is not to exceed $250 per semester hour or $166 per quarter hour. In total, it cannot exceed more than $4,500 per fiscal year. And if you start failing your classes, then you actually have to start paying your tuition assistance back to the government. CLEPS. If you've never heard of CLEPS, then you need to find out about CLEPS. If you want to get your education and you're on the fence about joining the military, look into CLEPS because that's going to probably push you over. CLEPS are college level examination programs. Basically, it's free college. Basically, you just take a test, and if you pass it, then you get college credit. Instead of going to a class and learning about it and then taking a final exam, you just take the final exam. It costs $80 for civilians, but if you're in the military, it's absolutely free. You can earn anywhere from 3 to 12 credits per CLEP, and that's actually a really fast way that you can earn your degree. Finally is the SOAR program. SOAR stands for Scholarships for Outstanding Airmen to ROTC. ROTC stands for Reserve Officer Training Corps. It's a program in a lot of colleges, and if you go to it and you serve 4 years, then you can go directly into the Air Force as an officer. If you want to learn about OTS, then watch part 2 because I'm going to talk about it there. Basically, the Air Force gives out 51 scholarships throughout the Air Force to people who want to go to ROTC. You win, then you separate from the Air Force, you go to college full-time for 4 years, you're a cadet in ROTC, and once you're done, then you commission into the Air Force as an officer. Most tuitions and fees will be able to be covered. It'll cover up to $18,000 a year. Now, there's a 2-year program and there's a 4-year program. It depends on how many college credits you already have towards your bachelor's degree. Now, what type of bachelor's degree can you get? Well, the fields are limited. They have to be actually approved before you can go. When you go, obviously, you have to maintain a 3.0 GPA. You have to have an ACC composite score of 26 or an SAT combined math and reading score of 1180 or an AFOQT, which is an Air Force Officer Qualification Test, of 57 or higher. Under this program, you can only have 1 degree. You cannot pursue a 2nd degree. But hey guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment box below. I'll do my best to answer them for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. Peace.